Locations, structures, institutions, and natural resources tend to define the physical boundaries of a village or town. But the heart of Oistins lies with its people. In this episode, we'll take a look at the people who made Oistins and the Fish Festival what they are today. In our last episode, we looked at the history of Oistins and the Oistins Fish Festival. But history is best told through the lives of those who experienced it. And Oistins is a town with a rich heritage in its people.
The people are authentic. They are real as can be. If you need to know anything at all, the people of Oistins can tell you the history from beginning to end. So it's the people. We recognize that we have a treasure here in Oistins. And when you have a treasure, you just keep treasures close to your heart. So you will not see that change or deviating from the standpoint that we are. As I said, things will change, but the originality of persons and the characters and the persona of them, it should remain.
Fishing has been central always to Oistins. It's always been known as a fishing village, even though we see it more as a tongue. The word tongue there, it has to be mixed with the whole type of activity. So it was tongue village, if you want to call it that. It was small and it was therefore more intimate than a real town. And again, as I said, it was small in terms of geographical reach. And therefore the people in Oistins knew each other.
Welcome to the Burinda Cox Fish Market at Oistins, the beating heart at the center of town. Whether it's the Oistins Fish Fry every weekend or the Oistins Fish Festival every year at Easter, none of it would exist without this market, its people, and the culture of fish.
She was a small woman, Burinda Cox, lived a long life, and her language could be salty. She was a woman who did not mince matters, but she was fair and square, a businesswoman. She earned her living from scaling and boning fish, etc. And you could always depend on her. And she became the face of the fisher folk in Oistins. And when the festival began, she was highlighted as one of those people who you could depend on.
Oistins is a true marvel, but don't take our word for it. Let's hear it from the people of Oistins themselves.
And we love the tourists because we just show them our Bajan culture and be honest with them and let them know what kind of fish we have that are fresh, what kind of fish that they can get, what season is in, stuff like that. So we educate them as well as just selling them fish.
I go around the fish market, so I learn everything about it. The competition, you know what's in there, though. I was a dolphin king, though. It was a flyfish king, too, though. The flyfish champion here, too, man. I do a hot trick. Boat racing, win boat racing. Come with boat race, win the flyfish competition, and the dolphin competition.
As a little girl growing up, I remember seeing all the vendors. You know, we had trail race, boat race, roller skating, doing the greasy pole. That's some of everything for Oistins Fish Festival. And by the time go on and go by, you know, as I get older, I decide then I want to participate in the fish festival, and I started doing fish cakes. And it was so nice, and I said, well, you can make so much money from fish cakes, and I went into my fish cakes even more the next year. And then at the time now, you could get fraids. So I went into now to doing fish cakes and fry cakes. You know, now there's no more fry cakes, but at least we have the flying fish.
Take this market, for example. A hive of activity during the Oistins Fish Festival, it takes its name from a well-deserved icon of Oistins and is home to the oldest fish vendor on the island.
I was here when I was 14. 14 years.
Would it be indelicate for me to ask you how old are you now?
I am 87 years old. But I ain't gone home unless God ready for me. When God ready for me, I will go. Because I have my bills to pay.
Fair enough.
If I stay at home, nobody can't pay my bills. You understand? I just do come here for a day, sit down. Who come to me will come to me. I have my own customers. Who don't come, they won't come. You understand? Somebody else have to sell something. I'm very young and strong. I used to do the morning. I get running. Me and she first, I second. Morning competition. You understand? But now I ain't able to stand up for morning fish.
And it's not just the fishing community. Oistins Fish Festival, and by extension the town of Oistins itself, has benefited from the contributions of several key individuals.
You have Lucille Clark, Nanny Cat, Stephen Cox. You have Lady Stella St. John. We have Pat Prescott, where Pat actually grew up on Oistins Beach. You have George, Uncle George Fishnet, one of the persons that helped strengthen the grilling of fish. Oistins is built with a whole rich history of persons.
Fishermen had only rudimentary conditions, stalls and even some place or toilet facilities were not available. So it is only within the last, let's say 1978, when the Honorable Bernard St. John and his wife, Lady Stella St. John, the late 70s, that they started the Oistins Fish Festival. And the emphasis has been on improving conditions under which, first of all, the fishing ladies ply their trade. So Lady St. John, with her husband's help, she started the Oistins Fish Festival. And it was exactly what the area needed.
I always thought that was something which would help the economy of the country, because a lot of people used to come in for this festival, and when we felt, myself and Dan felt that it helped the economy.
Well, I would say that the people in Oistins, those who participate in all the activities, live like a family. We all are related and that sort of thing. Some of the major players are not necessarily those from Oistins. Herbie Earwood played a significant role in the development of Oistins, of the festival. Very hard-working gentleman, very reliable, and he and I worked closely together.
We thought, well, look, we can't allow this festival to fail. It had become so successful that we thought, we really can't let down the government or the country. In the early days, man, you just could not pass through Oistins. The cars were all up on Gainesville Hill, all up in the back of the church and so on.
But Stephen, over the years, we relied on him almost exclusively to deal with the fishermen, especially getting the boats to take part in the boat race too. So it was that connection. He played that role, and he always tell Herbie Earwood that he's a very important person.
It comes to highlight Oistins as a fishing village. Most of the fishermen in the inn, they just enjoy themselves and relax themselves and try to bring out the family and everything to see what it's all about. Inside here, sometimes we didn't used to go home. We would stay here and enjoy ourselves. It is something that we always look forward to. And it brings out old memories along with new memories. Sometimes we sit and discuss. Like for instance, the festival coming out, we will hold a little discussion as to what we want to see happening to the festival so that it will be always there to remind you. We also remind on some of the past vendors and things that pass on. We will get a moment in silence for them here in recognition of their contribution towards the festival.
There are no two ways about it. Oistins and its festival are truly unique. That's because there is a distinct culture and cadence that comes from the pulse of its people. Join us next week as we dig deeper into the culture and heritage of Oistins the town and the Oistins Fish Festival.
I pack my bundle and I'm on my way. All with the fishes to live and go. Get the boat ready, now I make you go. You got to pull them horsemen, pull them horsemen, pull them horsemen, pull them horsemen, pull bell chime far away. We'll see me woman till the close of day. Oh, fisherman put out to sea. Hope them fish come bite at me. You got to pull them horsemen, pull them horsemen, pull